let's talk about homes on wheels. For many of you, this idea might seem strange or not attractive at all. Perhaps you have never wanted to live in such a home, or maybe you have never even thought about it. But there are those who cannot imagine themselves tied to a single place, who love the road and freedom. For them, a motorhome is not just an opportunity, it is a genuine lifestyle. And over the years, such homes have evolved so much that they can now offer incredible comfort and a wide variety of conveniences. You will be surprised at how luxurious and modern they can be. Today, I will show you 20 mobile homes that will truly blow your imagination. Let us start with a model that will literally break your idea of motorhomes. This is the ROMT8, a futuristic house on wheels that went into mass production at the beginning of 2023 and moves in a way completely unlike familiar motorhomes. Its basis is a fixed chassis with a curved sidewall, and the central block is capable of turning 90 degrees. Yes, you heard correctly. This is a mobile home that can rotate like a flash drive. Why? It is simple. When it turns, the living space increases, and most importantly, you do not have to step onto the ground. Usually in a motorhome, to sit outside, you have to place chairs directly on grass or sand, risking getting acquainted with ants and other insects. But here, you have a raised platform where you can walk and relax without leaving your fortress. And it is not only an eye-catching exterior. Inside, you can order everything to your taste. Wall-mounted televisions, an external projector, a powerful audio system, and a bedroom with a single or double bed. A true dream house on wheels that will make your friends jealous. But of course, there are nuances. First, the price, more than $250,000. Obviously, this is not for everyone. Second, such homes are usually set in specially designated places, campgrounds and trailer parks, where the sites are often very narrow. Turning the ROMT8 there will be impossible. So if you decide to buy, make sure in advance that there is enough free space for it. Now, let us sharply change direction. If the ROMT8 is a glamorous show on wheels, then ICO Capsule is a real little fortress for nature lovers and autonomous living. This tiny house is so small that it can be placed almost anywhere on the planet, and at the same time, it is incredibly self-sufficient. There are no engines or generators running on fuel. Instead, it is powered entirely by solar panels and a wind turbine. It is the perfect option for those who want to get away from civilization but are not ready to give up comfort. But that is not all. The body is designed to collect rainwater and condensation. A special system filters this moisture, turning it into clean drinking water. At the same time, the walls are built with cavities and filled with efficient insulation. This allows it to retain heat even in harsh conditions, providing an almost passive house level of energy saving. And if you worry that sun and wind may be lacking in the chosen place, no problem. Inside, there is a battery that will supply power for up to 4 days. So you will have enough time to find a sunnier spot or simply enjoy the silence. Yes, this house is truly miniature, only 6 square meters. But the space inside is organized so that you can live comfortably, relax, and, if necessary, quickly move to a new location. It is the ideal choice for those who cannot sit still, who love to travel through wild places and be independent of civilization. A real home for modern nomads. Remember I said that motorhomes are not for everyone. But there is the other side. People who dream precisely of such a life. Freedom, the ability to go wherever you want and create memories on the road, that attracts many. Take Mike and Nikki Choom. They were tired of the constant noise and bustle of the big city and wanted to try a different way of life. They visited tiny house exhibitions. Yes, such shows exist, trying to find the perfect option. But a problem arose. They did not like the ready-made projects. They seemed too boring and outdated. Mike, who had construction experience, decided that if nothing fit, it had to be done himself. Thus, their own project was born, which later turned into a business. Movable Roots Tiny Homes. The feature of their company is that they do not sell standard models to everyone. Yes, there are base layouts, but they customize almost every project for the client. This is a truly individual approach. You get a dream home, perfectly tailored to your lifestyle. At first, they were told that such tiny homes were just a fashionable trend that would quickly fade away. But time proved the opposite. Their business is growing, and orders come from the most diverse people. Mike notes that there are especially many clients among empty nesters, those who want independence and are not afraid of a new way of life. And really, if you can create a home that can be placed almost anywhere, why not make it exactly the way you yourself want? If the previous examples were about compactness and affordability, then JB Golden Sky Mobile Home is the complete opposite. This is not minimalism on wheels, but a real luxury house that is also mobile. Take one look at it, and you will immediately understand that the creators spared no expense. This home literally overflows with luxury. 2 huge terraces, totaling almost 57 square meters of living space. Here, there are 2 bedrooms, a spacious living room with an open kitchen, a large bathroom, and 2 separate private terraces for relaxation. Another detail, the entire house is raised above the ground. So even stepping out onto the terrace, you do not descend to the earth, but remain on your own island of comfort. Want to enjoy the views of nature without extra contact with insects? Here you go. Inside, absolute luxury, expensive materials, thoughtful design, everything so that you feel as if in a 5-star hotel wherever you go. This is a house for a large family or a group of friends with which you can roam across the country without feeling any limitations. About the price, the manufacturer prefers to remain silent, and that speaks for itself. Yet such homes still find buyers, because for some people, it is important not just to travel, but to do so with style. But not everyone needs palaces on wheels. Some want simplicity, reliability, and classic style. Precisely for such people, there is the Airstream Classic, a true legend among motorhomes. These trailers are recognizable at first glance. The streamlined aluminum body has become an icon among camping enthusiasts. It is transport for those who want not just to drive down the roads, but to live in nature. The classic version is one of the most popular. Roughly 10 meters long, it offers separate zones for the kitchen, dining room, living room, bathroom, and bedroom. All this is done with a good level of comfort. Perhaps without terraces, but with the coziness of a real home. And to make outdoor rest more pleasant, you can install a large, retractable awning. With its help, you create shade where you can dine or simply admire the scenery. Besides, the modern Classic keeps up with the times. The entire trailer can be controlled through a mobile application. You can remotely turn on the lights or heating, so that upon return, everything is already ready for your comfort. And do not forget, all you need for travel is to hitch the Airstream to your car. Convenient, stylish, and time-tested. Now let us look at something more unusual. Dancer Cabrio looks modern and a bit angular, but that is its special charm. The main idea here is that it is not a trailer that you have to tow. It is a full-fledged motorhome that you simply drive like a car. This greatly simplifies life for those who do not want to mess with trailers and get nervous while parking or on narrow turns. But the main surprise, it is the first cabriolet motorhome in the world. Yes, it has a roof that can be completely opened. Imagine yourself driving along a picturesque road with the wind in your hair, or simply parked and sunbathing right in your home. Inside, there are 2 levels. On the first, the kitchen, beds, all the main conveniences. On the second, an open platform for rest and sunbathing. Such a format is certainly not for everyone, but there is something very appealing in it. Many people like the idea of all-in-one, and the Dancer Cabrio is precisely about that. Perhaps it is not the cheapest option, but the impressions it will give are numerous. Now let us talk about how technology changes our travel experience. If earlier trailers could cause problems, hard to park, inconvenient to turn around, often broke down, then Pebble Flow is created to leave all that in the past. This is a fully electric trailer that makes camping easier and cleaner for the environment. On the roof, solar panels that constantly charge the system. You will not have to worry about finding fuel or turning on a generator. Another innovation, self-movement. Forget the torment of backing up. The trailer can park and turn around by itself. And inside, comfort and coziness without compromise. This is not just a means of transportation, but a complete holiday home where you can relax after a long day on the road. The manufacturers wanted to ensure that you could arrive anywhere and literally start resting immediately. And they succeeded. For those who are not afraid of difficult roads and want to feel like pioneers, the Raptor X Off-Road Caravan was created. This Turkish trailer immediately stands out with its aggressive and modern design. It is designed to be ready for adventures in the most remote places. It unfolds in literally a few minutes. In front, a kitchen and dining area, shower and toilet. The lounge easily transforms into a bed for several people. It can be quickly hitched to an off-road vehicle and taken where there are no roads. And to make it truly yours, the manufacturer offers many customization options. More windows, a different layout, everything for your convenience and style. Now let us move to the mountains. Imagine living among harsh landscapes, cold winds, and majestic peaks. If the idea of survival and living in complete harmony with nature is close to you, then you will like a house from Rocky Mountain. Tiny houses. What distinguishes them from others? First and foremost, absolute customization. There is no single standard. You literally design your house from scratch for yourself. You can choose from many insulation options so that in cold mountains it will be warm and cozy while the space remains as efficient as possible. For heating, you can install a propane or electric system, and lovers of antiquity can even choose a classic wood-burning stove. Kitchen? Your choice. Electric stove or gas. Wall and floor finishes, selected to your taste. All details are discussed so that the result is unique. These houses are perfect for those who love a challenge, those who do not want to depend on civilization and are ready to face the elements. And even if your ideas are quite unusual, the masters at Rocky Mountain Tiny Houses will help bring them to life. After all, this is not just housing, but a real dream for modern pioneers. Now, let us look at something truly revolutionary. This project began as an idea on Kickstarter and quickly gained popularity thanks to its bold concept. Hitch Hotel is perhaps the most compact option of all the mobile homes. When it is folded, its length is less than 1 meter. But pull it, and in literally a minute it doubles in size. Imagine it as a transformer. A small, neat box turns into a cozy overnight stay for 2 people. This is not a 5-star hotel on wheels. There is no kitchen, bath, or other frills. But that is the point. It is the perfect solution for those who love simple camping, who are not afraid to eat fast food on the go, and just want a place where they can sleep peacefully and safely. For travelers who do not need extra hassle, this is a real gift. Fast, convenient, and without extra costs. And here is an example of a mobile home that wins you over with its engineering ingenuity. ICO Camper Truck is a compact module that can simply be loaded into the bed of a cargo van. Not any vehicle will do, of course. You need a transport van, but the entire installation takes less than 10 minutes. When you arrive at the site, the module is easily removed and unfolds into a full-fledged house. Despite its modest dimensions, up to 4 people can stay inside. But that is not its only use. This module can be used as a guest house on a plot. Friends came, set it up in the backyard, and your guests have their own secluded space for rest. Functional, flexible, and convenient, an ideal option for those who value versatility. Now let us look at an entire brand, not just one product. Kimberly Campers is a company that offers a wide range of mobile homes for very different needs. They have a classic model that resembles a standard camper, but with interesting features. For example, special pneumatic cushions that smooth out all road bumps, plus their own kitchen and enough storage space. For those who care about ecology, there is the Eco Suite. This version uses renewable energy sources and allows you to remain green even far from civilization. It does not matter what you choose, the classic model or the eco-friendly option. Kimberly gives you freedom of choice and the ability to travel in comfort while maintaining a connection with nature. If you think you have already seen everything in the world of motorhomes, wait. OVR Adventure is the perfect option for those who love real adventures far from roads. These trailers are specially designed for the most remote places. Their construction withstands bumps, stones, mud, and sand without creating discomfort for passengers. But the main difference is a unique folding interior. Inside, you can fold everything so compactly that enough room remains to fit even a small all-terrain vehicle or an ATV. There is even a special ramp for driving in. Such a trailer allows you to take with you not just things, but a whole garage of adventures. Want to drive through the mountains? Please. Love fishing on wild lakes? No problem. This is a house on wheels that not only takes you anywhere, but turns every journey into a genuine discovery. Now for something truly astonishing. Seal Vans have created a mobile home that can not only drive on land, but also float on water. Yes, you heard correctly. This is a full-fledged hybrid between a motorhome and a boat. Moreover, you do not need to perform any complex manipulations to switch from road to water. You simply drive down the shore and sail away. There are different versions of Seal Vans, from compact models for a couple to complete family options. Imagine the freedom such a home gives. Not just traveling on roads, but exploring lakes, rivers, or even coastlines. And most importantly, the ability to get away from the crowd and find a place to rest where no one else will reach. This is not just a motorhome. It is a portal to a world of limitless possibilities. Now let us come down from the exciting waters to land and talk about a solution for those who love simplicity and mobility. GT Skyoft is an example of how you can turn the roof of your SUV, van, or pickup into a real home. In folded form, it is a compact box that is almost invisible. But unfold it, and before you is a full sleeping space. Inside, up to 6 people can settle without much problem. Size, approximately 3.4 by 2 meters. At the same time, the construction weighs less than 50 kilograms. That is, it does not overload your car. The manufacturer even foresaw the possibility of creating rooms inside, dividing the space if you want a bit more privacy. What is the secret of the popularity of such solutions? It is simple. You do not depend on campgrounds and hotels. Arrive anywhere, unfold the Skyoft, and your home is ready. Sometimes it is precisely such seemingly simple ideas that turn out to be the most ingenious and in demand. If you want your home on wheels to look like a real house and not a temporary shelter, then pay attention to the Escape Traveler XL. This is one of the most stylish and beautiful mobile homes on the market. Outside, a facade with cedar siding and steel inserts that resembles a modern cottage. And inside, a real 2-story layout with a full second-floor loft. The house is mounted on a specially designed trailer. Around the perimeter, a huge number of windows, including an impressive, almost wall-sized window in the kitchen through which light pours in. Escape Traveler XL is created for those who do not want to feel temporary. It is housing on wheels that gives a sense of coziness and stability. You can live here year-round, working remotely, traveling, and discovering new places. Sometimes people care not only about functionality, but also about aesthetics, to feel at home wherever they are. Escape Traveler XL fully meets these demands. Now let us travel to China and get acquainted with one of the most impressive developments, SAIC Maxis Life Home. At first glance, it seems that this is an ordinary motorhome, nothing special among others. But everything changes when it begins to unfold. The roof rises up and the walls slide out to the sides, increasing the interior space. But the main surprise is a real lift inside the motorhome. Yes, you heard correctly. Between the floors, you can move on a small home elevator, as if in a luxurious penthouse. Inside, thought-out interior, quality materials, modern equipment. This is not just a motorhome, but a genuine luxury apartment on wheels. Of course, there is one important nuance: the price. For such luxury, you will have to pay more than $400,000. But if you have the means, you will get not just transport, but a real mobile villa. When it comes to luxury motorhomes, there is an entire hierarchy. And if SAIC Maxis Life Home impresses with its transformations and lift, then Vario Signature 1200 raises the bar even higher. Price? More than $1 million. And that is no accident. This motorhome is designed for those who do not wish to economize on anything. Inside, huge bedrooms, chic living areas, a restaurant-level kitchen, and luxurious bathrooms. Everything is finished with expensive materials, the furniture chosen with designer taste. But the main feature is a garage for your car right inside the motorhome. Arrive in a new country or city, park the huge bus, and then calmly drive around in your familiar automobile. This is not just a means of transportation. It is a mobile villa for the most demanding travelers. Luxury on wheels without the slightest compromise. To balance the previous luxury, let us look at something more utilitarian, yet no less impressive. ICO Daily 4x4 348A is an example of a real go-anywhere house. Here, everything is created so that you can travel where ordinary motorhomes will not reach. This is a fully autonomous machine. Yes, its area is smaller than that of million-dollar palaces on wheels, but everything is at hand. A comfortable bedroom, kitchen, shower, toilet. Everything is thought out for comfort. Plus, battery power with the ability to monitor the charge. You will always know how much energy is left and can competently plan your routes. This is a home for true adventurers who are not afraid to challenge the wild and leave the beaten paths. And finally, let us finish our list on a truly luxurious note. This is not just a motorhome. It is the idea of turning wheel-based housing into a genuine land yacht club. There are 2 floors. Inside, a real fireplace, a professionally equipped kitchen for a chef, a luxurious lounge that easily transforms into a conference hall with leather chairs and stone finishes. This home is created for those who want not just to travel, but to live at the maximum level of comfort. For business people who want to conduct meetings in chic surroundings, even on the road. For families who want to share not just the journey, but a real home. Yes, this option is not for most of us. It is a symbol of luxury and status that only a few can afford. But is it not wonderful to dream? After all, it is precisely such projects that show how far human imagination and craftsmanship can go. That is all from the world of motorhomes. But, as you can see, these are far from boring trailers. It is an entire spectrum of possibilities, from tiny capsules for 2 to real palaces on wheels. And which of these options did you like the most? Or maybe you know other mobile homes that deserve to be on this list. Be sure to share your thoughts. Do not forget to check out our other videos, and see you in the next journey through the most amazing discoveries and inventions from around the world.